Hi everybody and welcome to a grimdark future battle report. Human Defense Force versus Alien Hives. The Alien Hives are unstoppable in the Legatos Sector. Strong forces of Custodian Brothers as well as Plague Brothers have been defeated. The situation is out of control and the sector is about to collapse. One final attempt to stop the Alien Hives must be planned, but no one seems to be up to the task. Until the Spacefox steps forward. Absalom Corvin has informed High Command that he and Commander Krieger will assemble a specialized force of HDF units and end the Alien Menace. High Command hesitates, but Corvin is determined. And here they are, ready to meet on the battlefield. Can Absalom Corvin be the first one to defeat the Alien Hives? Well, that remains to be seen. The Alien Hives are led by a Snatcher Lord. He is armed with heavy claws and he has a furious aura. He is joined to a unit of Soul Snatchers. They are fast and they have scout and they are also armed with heavy claws. In front of them, 3 Hive Swarms with swarm attacks. Then we have 3 Hive Warriors, all with tough. 3 with slashing blades, and 2 with Ravager guns, and 1 with heavy Ravager guns. Moving back, we have 10 Assault Grunts armed with Razor Claws. They are adrenaline-fueled, and the dreaded Hive Burrower armed with Razor Claws and Stomp Attack, and able to ambush with deep deployment. The Burrower has Fear 3 and Tough 15, and hiding behind the building here, a Shadow Hunter, Tough 6, Fear 1, Stealth, Heavy Razor Claw and Slashing Blades. The Spacefox Absalom Corvin is a Storm Leader. He's armed with Master Plasma Pistol and Energy Sword and he has the Precision Shooter buff. He is joined to a unit of Stormtroopers. They are armed with 2 heavy rifles, 2 sniper rifles and a flamer, and they have medical training. Commander Krieger is armed with Master Plasma Pistol and Energy Sword, and he has the Rapid Advance buff and a Dog Companion to repel ambushers. And then he is joined to his Dust Devil veterans. They are armed with 3 rifles and 2 plasma rifles. They all have heavy armor and medical training. The heavy firepower is delivered by a battle tank, Fast, Impact 6 and Tough 12, armed with heavy machine gun, twin heavy machine gun, anti-tank cannon, and a one-time limited Hunter missile. Then 10 infantry soldiers, 7 with rifles, 2 plasma rifles and 1 plasma pistol, and finally we will find 3 sappers. They are relentless. They are armed with 1 drum rifle and 2 flamers. There are 4 objectives on the battlefield, worth 1 point to whoever controls them at the end of round 4. Then we have 3 side missions, Obliterate, Erode and Rush, also worth 1 point each. Can Absalom Corvin stop the Alien Hives? He has a glorious history behind him. Now we'll see if he's up for the task, and we'll do that with a roll-off. Corvin and the HDF will roll the grey dice, the aliens will roll the red dice. Corvin rolls a 4, and the aliens will beat him with a 5. They will activate first. Before the first round, the Hive Burrower will disappear into ambush, and the Snatcher Lord and the Soul Snatchers will use their scout move. Round 1. There's a lot at stake in this battle. The first unit to activate is the Hive Swarms. They rush forward and take cover behind the rock. The Sappers will activate first. On the HDF side, they will also rush forward and claim the first objective. The Assault Grunts are fast. They can easily reach these objectives and stay behind the cover as well. Absalom Corvin activates next, and he uses his Precision Shooter buff at the battle tank. So next time the tank shoots, it will be with a +1. And then he moves with the rest of his Stormtrooper unit slightly forward here. They advance, so they still can take a shot, at least some of them, at the Assault Grunts. 2 sniper rifles that will hit with 2 because they are reliable. Both of them will hit. And 2 heavy rifles. And there is 1 more hit. They both have a range of 24 inches. And they are also both AP1 Normally, the assault grunts have 5 in defense, but they are in cover, so they will roll 5s still here. And 1 shot saved, 2 assault grunts will be shot down. The Hive warriors could rush up the battlefield and reach the objective, but they will choose to advance so they still can shoot. They are able to target the sappers, but only one of them. Only one of them is within reach and line of sight, so they will fire all they got at that sapper soldier. And all they've got is 6 shots with Ravager guns and 3 shots with heavy Ravager gun. They hit on 4s. The heavy Ravager gun has rupture, but only on rolls of 6. And there are nowhere near enough saves to keep that soldier alive. Then the battle tank will roll forward. It's fast and it also has Strider. But it will stop here and target the Snatcher Lord and his Soul Snatchers. It has a range of 30 inches with machine guns and also the anti-tank cannon. 9 machine gun shots, now at 3 instead of 4 because of the precision shooter buff. And luckily for the Soul Snatchers, the anti-tank cannon will not hit, but several of the machine gun shots will, and it's AP1. 7 hits, and with the benefit of cover, the Soul Snatchers will save with 4s. That's a pretty good save, but still we have 3 casualties. 3 Soul Snatchers will be shot. They have to pass a morale test, and here the Alien Hives' special ability Hive Bond is useful. They will have +1, but they will still roll a 1 and fail the morale test. They are shaken. But immediately after, the Snatcher Lord will pull himself together, they will activate, and they are no longer shaken. Next up, Commander Krieger. He also has a buff. This time it's the Rapid Advance buff, and he will use that on the Infantry squad. That means they can advance 4 more inches when they choose to do so next time. Krieger himself and the veterans will move forward here behind this cover, and from here they can target some of the assault grunts, not all of them, but they can still shoot with 2 plasma rifles and 1 regular rifle. They are in position to target the assault grunts. And there will be 1 regular rifle hit and 1 plasma rifle hit. The plasma rifle will take a 6, and they will not defend that one. The regular rifle will be more easy to defend, and they will also fail. So 2 more assault grunts are shot. From behind the ruins steps the Shadow Hunter. It cannot reach any of the HDF units with a charge, so it will stop here next to the grunts. With the Rapid Advance buff, the Infantry squad can advance and reach the objective right in front of them and still shoot. And they also target the Snatcher Lord and the Soul Snatchers. They are within range with 7 rifle shots and 2 plasma rifle shots. They will hit on 5s. And that's not good. There will be 1 plasma hit. And let's see if they can avoid that one. And no, with AP4 they will fail. 1 more Soul Snatcher down. Again, they will have to pass a morale test, and they will do so this time with the help of the Hive Bond. That concludes the first round, where the 2 armies approach each other, and already they have captured some of the objectives. There were no side missions completed in the first round. Just before the second round, the Borrower will show up 9 inches away from the battle tank and Corvin, and more than 12 inches away from Krieger because of his dog companion. And the Hive monster here will activate first and definitely target the battle tank. One of the main objectives for the Alien Hives will be to eliminate that. The Borrower will begin with 9 heavy Razor Claw attacks, hitting on 4s. And there are not that many hits. They are AP1. 3 hits, but that's not all. Then it will stomp. 5 attacks, and they are AP2. Again, it will hit on 4. And there are 3 more hits for the battle tank to deal with. But of course the tank has heavy armor. And it will make the saves. And then the stomp attack with AP2. And there are 1 save. So 2 hits all in all. But the battle tank is not able to fight back. And the borrower has Fear 3. So the borrower will definitely win the battle, and that will force the battle tank into a morale test. And it will easily make it. Just as the Alien Hives, the HDF's special abilities hold the line that will give them +1 morale. And the borrower will have to back off. Krieger and the Dust Devils advance out of cover, out in the open to get into firing range and take shots at the Shadow Hunter. Before they shoot, Krieger will again use his rapid advance buff on the infantry squad, and then they will fire 4 plasma shots and 3 rifle shots. All of them will hit on 4. 2 plasma hits, and the rifles also 2 hits. The rifles are AP nothing, but the plasma, of course, is AP 4. And even the Shadow Hunter will have difficulties with those hits. But let's see if a roll of 6 can make it. No, so far 2 hits. Then the rifles. And there is 1 save and 1 hit that will go through. So the Shadow Hunter will take 3 hits, and with a tough value of 6, it's forced to take a morale test. It has a quality of 3, but again will only need a roll of 2 because of the high bond. And it will make it. The Assault Grunts have been shot at several times. Now it's time to make their move, and that's a charge against the infantry squad. The remaining Grunts will have 12 attacks with their razor claws. They will hit on 5s. And they will swing their claws everywhere, but in the end only 3 of them will hit. And the infantry squad, they will save all 3 with a great defense roll. They will take no damage. Now they can fight back. 9 close combat attacks and 2 attacks with Sergeant hand weapon. They will all hit on 5s, and they are AP nothing. 4 hits with the close combat weapons, and the Sergeant will not add any hits. 4 it is. The defense roll will be 5s for the Assault Grunts. They will make 2 of them, and that means 2 will leave. So they will lose the battle. There are only 4 left now. They will have to pass a morale test, not on 5, but on 4. And they will make it. So they will stay in the battle. They'll have to back off, but they're still here, and they contest the objective. Corvin and the stormtroopers will advance 6 inches. That will take them clear of the barricades and take them into line of sight of their primary target, the Snatcher Lord. They will try to eliminate the enemy leader as fast as possible, but they will divide their shots. First, Corvin will use the precision buff at the battle tank. Then the stormtrooper with the flamer will target the Assault Grunts. The flamer is reliable. It will hit on a 2, and it has blast, just the right weapon for the Assault Grunts. But he will fail with a roll of 1. I don't know where that flame will end up. Well, the 2 snipers and the 2 with heavy rifles will target the Snatcher Lord and the Soul Snatcher. 2 hits with sniper rifles, and no hits with the assault rifles. The sniper rifles are AP1. They have takedown, so they can actually choose who to hit. In this case, they will choose to hit the Soul Snatcher with 1 of the shots, and the Soul Snatcher will fail defense roll. It's taken out, and the second shot at the Snatcher Lord, and he will take 1 wound. Nowhere near enough to eliminate him. Still 2 wounds left, but the Snatcher Lord will still have to pass a morale test. And he fails again. He is left shaken for the 2nd time in this battle. The Hive warriors activate next. This time they can reach the objective with their advance and still shoot. The target is the sappers, and this time they have a clear line of sight. 6 shots with the Ravager guns and 3 with the heavy Ravager guns. Not impressive. 2 hits and then the heavy Ravager gun with Rupture. No 6s though, so that will be 3 hits. With a weak defense of 5, it seems unlikely that the sappers can make it, but they will save 1, but 2 will still go through enough to eliminate the entire unit. And by doing that, the Hive Warriors will score the Rush side mission. So the Alien Hives are up 1 victory point. Now the battle tank will turn around, because there is a monster to deal with, and the tank has the precision buff from Corvin. The tank will fire 9 machine gun shots and 1 anti-tank cannon, and the anti-tank cannon has deadly 6. It also has a limited unstoppable hunter missile, but it will save that for later. Let's begin with the machine guns. And that's not entirely bad. There will be 5 AP1 machine gun hits. Then the anti-tank cannon that will hit on a 3 with deadly 6, and it's a hit, and it's AP3. That will really do some damage to the Borrower. Unless, of course, the monster can block the damage. First, only 2 saves. So far, 3 hits from the machine guns. The Borrower has a tough 15, but now the hit from the cannon. It will take a roll of 5 to block, otherwise it's deadly 6. And the defense roll is no good. That cannon will fire right into the monster and deal a total of 9 damage. That's, of course, more than half of the 15, so it will take a morale check. The Borrower has a quality of 4, it will need a 3 because of the Hive bond. So let's take that. And it will roll 6. Hit, but not out. The tank still has the Hunter missile, and the target is the Shadow Hunter. The Hunter missile will hit on a 3. It has deadly 3. It's limited use only 1 time, and it's unstoppable. The range is 24 inches, and it will hit. And that will take a 6 to block, and the Shadow Hunter will fail. It is already wounded with 3 wounds, and that means the Hunter missile will pierce the heart of the Shadow Hunter and eliminate it. So while the Shadow Hunter will draw its last breath, the Hive Swarms will charge the Infantry squad with a lot of swarm attacks. They will hit on 5s, and the swarm attacks have Bane. That means all defense rolls of 6 will have to be re-rolled. There are 3 hits, and it will take 5s for the Infantry squad to block them. Ooh, and they fail 2, and of course they roll a 6, and in the end they will fail all 3. 3 brave infantrymen will go down. And the Infantry squad has already seen battle, so they can fight back, but they will only hit on rolls of 6. And as expected, only 1 hit. Not enough to win this battle, but let's see if they can do damage. They can. 1 wound to one of the Hive Swarms, but the Swarm will win the battle. And of course, the Infantry squad will have to pass a morale test. Normally 5, now 4, and that one rolls away. They will make it. They are certainly tough, and they are very important here at the center of the battlefield. They have to fight to claim the objective. Now they have fought several times, but they haven't shot yet, so the Infantry squad will activate and shoot. 3 plasma shots will hit, and then 4 attacks with rifles, and that will add 1 more hit. The target is the Assault Grunts. They will not save the rifle shot, and they will definitely not save the plasma shots. No, not at all. 4 Assault Grunts, that's exactly the remaining number in the unit. They will be completely eliminated. And the Snatcher Lord will once again remove his shaken. He's back. That concludes the second round. The Alien Hives scored 1 victory point for rush and they hold 2 objectives. Corvin and Krieger hold 1 objective and the middle objective is contested by both. Round 3. The HDF will activate first in the 3rd round, and they have several options. They could target the Snatcher Lord and try to take him out. Corvin and his squad is exposed at the center of the battlefield, but they will choose to activate the battle tank and try to get rid of the Borrower once and for all. 9 machine gun shots and the cannon, but without the precision buff this time, so it will take force to hit. And the machine guns will burst into the Borrower. Only 3 of them will hit the target. But the most important is, of course, the anti-tank cannon. And that's another hit with the deadly cannon. This battle within the battle could be all over now. The Borrower will not save more than 1 of the machine gun hits, so that's 2 additional hits. But it is, of course, the cannon that will decide this battle. Yes, the Borrower will not defend the anti-tank cannon, and that's more than enough to eliminate the monster. That will earn 1 victory point for Obliterate to the HDF. The aliens might be hurt, but they are not out, and now the revenge is sweet. The Hive warriors will advance, and they will of course target Corvin and his unit with everything they've got. And they shoot the Ravager guns first. 3 hits. Then the heavy Ravager gun. Only 1 more hit. Corvin is lucky here, I guess. Let's see how many of the hits the stormtroopers can defend. They will not defend any of the hits from the Ravager guns, and they will also fail the hit from the heavy Ravager gun. But they have medical treatment. Rupture ignores regeneration, but the 3 Ravager gun hits can potentially be regenerated, but not this time. 4 stormtroopers are eliminated. That leaves Corvin and 1 sniper left, and they are also left with a morale check. And they make it. Krieger and the veterans advance. Not long enough to claim the objective. They take cover behind the barrels here and they target the Hive swarms. 4 shots with plasma weapons, 2 of them from Krieger's Master Plasma Pistol. And only 1 hit. And then the rifles from the unit, also with only 1 hit. But the Hive swarms have a very low defense of 6. They will fail both attacks. They will be hit, and that will eliminate 1 of the swarms. The 2 remaining swarms will charge the infantry squad. They have 6 swarm attacks. They will hit on 5s and 2 hits. And remember, if the infantry squad rolls a 6 for defense, they will have to reroll. But that's not the case here. 1 of the attacks will be saved, and 1 infantry soldier will be killed. Now the remaining return strikes, and they hit on 5s. There are 2 hits, and that will be 2 wounds to 1 of the Hive swarms, and the infantry squad will once again win the battle. It is a really tough battle of the central objective, and they will fail morale test. So, when they are shaken, they can no longer contest the objectives. The infantry squad will now claim it. Then they will activate. They will move slightly back, still, of course, close enough to be on the objective, and then they will target not the annoying swarms, but the Hive warriors. First the plasma shots, only 1 hit. Then the rifles. And there will be 1 more hit. That could be a scratch in the surface of the Hive warriors. They will defend the rifle shot. The plasma shot is AP4, and that one will go through. So 1 wound to 1 of the warriors. For the first time in this battle, the Snatcher Lord will actually do something, but he is too far away to charge any of the HDF units. He is fast, he can move 16 inches, but he will stop here. His plan might be to activate first in the next round and charge Corvin. And as an answer to that, Corvin will retreat behind the rock here. and then he will give the precision buff to the battle tank once again. That is the end of the third round. The Alien Hives still control the most objectives, and with Corvin's retreat, the HDF seems to be a bit far away. But let's see what happens in the fourth and final round. For the first time in the Legatos Sector, the Alien Hives are under pressure. But they still hold the most objectives, and they are fast. They can reach several objectives on the battlefield still. The Hive Warriors activate first, and they charge against the upper objective to make sure Krieger won't claim it. They can still stay on the objective and also charge Krieger and his veterans. They attack with 6 slashing blades. They hit on force, and they are AP1 and rending. And they hit with only 2 of them. Krieger might be in luck here. With AP1, the veterans will have to roll 5s. They have extra defense, but they also have a medic, so they have regeneration. In this case, it won't help them, because the slashing blades are rending. 2 veterans are killed. But of course, they fight back. 2 attacks with Krieger's energy sword and 3 close combat attacks. And Krieger hits with both his attacks, and then 1 additional close combat attack. So first, the close combat attack, and the Hive Warriors will block that attack, and then Krieger's energy AP1 sword. They will fail that. 2 wounds, and with 1 wound already, that will eliminate 1 Hive Warrior. And this battle is tied. No morale checks. The infantry squad here makes a surprise move. They move to this objective to stand in the way of the Snatcher Lord, and they will leave the middle objective to the Hive swarms. That's a clever tactical but also extremely dangerous move, because the Snatcher Lord takes the bait and charges the unit. He attacks with 4 heavy claws, but he is furious, and that could turn this infantry squad into a bloody mess. But he will only hit with 1. He has been shaken a lot, and maybe the Snatcher Lord still is. Well, it will take down 1 infantry soldier, but now they can fight back with their close combat weapons. 6 attacks. They will hit on 5s. And there are 2 hits. The Snatcher Lord has 2 wounds left, but he has a defense of 4, and the close combat attacks are AP nothing. He'll block them with a roll of 4, and then he will contest the objective. And it's a double 1. This Snatcher Lord is worthless. The infantry squad, on the other hand, will save the day. They will claim the objective and eliminate the enemy leader. But in the middle of the battlefield, the Hive swarms will activate, remove their shaken, and by doing so, they will claim the objective. At the moment, the aliens control 3 objectives. But now the battle tank activates. It's time to get rolling. The battle tank will advance forward. It is fast, so it will move and touch and contest the central objective. And then it will point the machine guns and the cannon at the Hive Warriors, this time again with the precision buff. Let's begin with the cannon, and it's a hit again. That cannon operator is really precise. The machine guns will add further hits. And the Hive Warriors will fail the cannon. That will take out only 1 of them, even though it's deadly 6. Those hits will not carry over, so 1 Hive Warrior is taken down, and the remaining 1 will defend 3, but also take 3 wounds. The battle tank has eliminated the Hive Warriors. They still control the objective though, but not for long, because now Krieger will command his veterans forward. They will step onto the objective, and of course they will take it. They advance, so they can still shoot, and the only target is the Hive swarms. This time it's 1 rifle shot and 4 with plasma weapons. And there are 3 plasma hits. With AP4, it really doesn't matter. The hive swarms still have that very weak defense. They will have to roll 6 no matter what, and they will fail all of them. So that will take down 1 hive swarm and leave the other one with 1 wound remaining and a morale test. So let's see if it can pass. And it can, and that's very important, because if the hive swarm was shaken, it would have left the objective to the HDF. Now it still contests the objective. But Corvin moves in. He has a few shots himself, and then he has a sniper. Remember, it only takes 1 final hit to eliminate the swarm. Corvin will land 1 hit, and the sniper will also hit. That leaves the hive swarm with 2 6s, and it will fail them both. The hive swarm will leave the objective, and the battle tank will claim it. Absalom Corvin and Commander Krieger and the Dust Devils have not only tactical outmaneuvered the aliens, they have completely wiped them out. They control 3 objectives, and they have scored, erode, and obliterate as well. The aliens still hold 1 objective, but that really doesn't matter. This is another glorious victory for the Spacefox. What no other army has managed to do so far has been done by Corvin and Krieger. The Alien Hives have been stopped. There is still a long way to victory, and the Legatos Sector can no longer be stabilized, but this is an important step. Thanks a lot for watching this battle report. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope you will join me for future bad reps.